In the 16th century, when the world was an uncharted tapestry of mystery, a fearless Portuguese explorer named Ferdinand Magellan embarked on a monumental quest that would redefine the limits of maritime exploration, the complete circumnavigation of our planet. In 1519, Ferdinand Magellan's epic journey began on the bristling shores of Seville, Spain. At the helm of the daring expedition, he set sail with 5 ships, their timbers creaking under the weight of provisions, hopes, and aspirations. Magellan's vision was audacious, to uncover a westward passage to the elusive Spice Islands, coveted for their exotic wealth. The crew, a diverse assembly of sailors, explorers, and dreamers, shared Magellan's unyielding determination. Together they braved the unknown, bound by the promise of glory and the allure of uncharted horizons. As the expedition departed, the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the sails. With each nautical mile, they ventured further from the familiarity of home into the boundless expanse of the unexplored. Little they knew, the voyage that lay ahead would not only test their mettle, but also unveil secrets of the world, forever altering the course of human history. As Ferdinand Magellan's fleet ventured deeper into the uncharted waters, they found themselves at the mercy of tempestuous seas. Furious storms, born on the open ocean's wrath, battered their vessels, testing both the strength of their ships and the resilience of their spirits. The crew, once united by shared dreams, now faces the harsh realities of survival. Rations dwindled, and the specter of hunger loomed. Isolation and confinement on the endless sea strained their camaraderie, snowing the seeds of internal discord. Yet, amidst the turmoil, Magellan remained a beacon of unwavering determination. His leadership held the fragile alliance together as they sailed deeper into the uncharted waters. Yet, amidst the turmoil, it was a journey fraught with peril, a test of human endurance as they continued the purpose of chasing the promise of westward passage to the Spice Islands, a pursuit that transcended the boundaries of maps and limits the known world. Join us as we delve into the heart of adversity, where the tempests of nature and stormy seas of human emotion. That was one thing that Magellan said when he needed his crew. This audacious voyage was just starting. After weeks of navigation treacherous waters, Ferdinand Magellan's expedition found itself standing with threshold of the unknown. The vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, its tranquil beauty, masked a harsh reality of this ocean would change them in ways they had never imagined. But we will need to go back some weeks. In the midst of perilous waters and towering cliffs of the now known and legendary Strait of Magellan, Ferdinand Magellan and his resolute crew faced real challenges. Time and again, they pressed forward, defying the treacherous tides that sought to thwart their passage. The strait, a formidable guardian of the known, tested their mettle with every gust of wind and wave. But their determination was unwavering. After numerous attempts and countless trials, nearly 10, they conquered the dawning corridor, emerging victorious into the boundless expanse of the Pacific Ocean. This was not just a geographic triumph for all humans, but also courage, resilience, and unyielding spirit of exploration. In the face of adversity, they had charted a course through history, forever etching their names into the annals of exploration. The Pacific. with its endless horizon and persistent calm, was both a marvel and a burden. The winds which had been their allies in the Atlantic Ocean now became elusive phantoms, leaving the sails hanging limp and spirits flagging. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the crew morale waned. The ration diminished further, and the resilience of the Pacific became a constant companion, echoing their solitude and testing their resolve. Yet, Magellan's unwavering determination held the expedition together. His faith in the westward passage and the steadfast leadership kept hope alive, even in the face of adversity. The Pacific Ocean took a formidable adversity, held with its depths the promise of revelations beyond imagination. Now, in 1521, Ferdinand Magellan's expedition reached the lost shores of the Philippines, where their quest of passage to the Spice Islands met an unexpected twist. This tropical paradise held an unforeseen challenge, a clash with the indigenous people of Mactan. Relations between the explorers and the natives quickly soured. As the tension escalated, a confrontation on the sands of Mactan Islands became inevitable, a fateful clash that would go down in history as the well-known Battle of Mactan. Amid this tumultuous encounter, Ferdinand Magellan, the intrepid leader of the expedition, met his tragic end. Despite his visitors and determination, he fell in battle, leaving the expedition in hands of his loyal second-in-command, Juan Sebastian Elcano. Magellan's death was a profound loss, yet the expedition's resolve remained unbroken. Under Elcano's leadership, the crew pressed onward, carrying the legacy of their fallen captain and their question and quest of how will they circumnavigate the earth. The Battle of Mactan marked a pivotal moment in the journey, a juncture where uncertainty and danger converged. Join us for this new chapter, where without Magellan's leadership and now with Elcano's, this trip and voyage will get into its end. Magellan will be remembered as one of the most important leaders and captains of navigation. He saw the future of circumnavigate the earth. Even if he died in the voyage, he created the initiative and he received the approbation of very lots of people. After the overcoming the threats of the Pacific and the fateful Battle of Mactan, Ferdinand Magellan's expedition finally reached the south after Spice Islands, an archipelago abounding in exotic treasures. It was here that their perseverance bore fruit. Guided by Juan Sebastian Elcano, steady hand and fueled by the memory of Magellan, the crew negotiated with local traders, securing the valuable species that had been the heart of their quest. Laden with precious cargo and resolved determination, the expedition set sail once more. Their return voyage would take them full circle, as they followed the westward route, the very passage that had so valiant sought to uncover, not only past the whole Pacific Ocean, but also the actual Oceania, the Indian Sea, and the coastlines of Africa. As they journeyed back through the vast expanse of the Pacific, the realization of the extraordinary accomplished took hold. The expedition was the verge of achievement, what no one had before, the first ever circumnavigation of the Earth. And now, let's see the testament with human curiosity. As we pause to reflect on the journey of Ferdinand Magellan and his valiant crew, we find ourselves transported through time, witness and enduring testament of human curiosity and the relentless pursuit of the unknown. From the early adventurers who dared to chart a world's ocean to the modern pioneers venturing into the cosmos, the legacy of exploration echoes through the ages. Magellan's Odyssey was but the beginning, a spark that ignited the unquenchable flame of curiosity. Today, as we stand on the precipice of new frontiers and peer into the depths of the universe, we are united by the same spirit that guided Magellan and his crew, a spirit that transcends time, culture, and boundaries. The journey of Magellan, with its trails and triumphs, served as a beacon, reminding us that the thirst of knowledge knows bounds. Together, we continue to unwrap the mystery of our world and beyond, bound by the enduring legacy of those who dared the exploring. The Odyssey of Ferdinand Magellan, enchanted to the annals of history, transcended the boundaries of space and time. In their quest to the circle of the globe, they illuminated the true shape of the world. Now, we know that it's a sphere, thanks to Magellan and other explorers that ventured into these expeditions, charting a course that forever altered our understanding. The legacy of Magellan's extraordinary journey reverberates through the ages, a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. In daring to traverse the unknown, they lays a trail of generations to follow. Today, we find ourselves connected to Magellan's spirit, a spirit that thrives in the hearts of explorers, adventurers, and seekers of the unknown across the globe and even in the cosmos. It is a legacy that continues the beacon, inspiring us to push the boundaries of what is known. The voyage of Ferdinand Magellan, fraught with adversity and crowned with triumph, is a reminder that our journey as explorers, both of the world and the cosmos, is a never-ending odyssey, a quest for understanding that will continue to unveil the mystery of our universe. As we gaze toward the horizon of the future, may we carry forth the torch ignited by Magellan, for the voyage of discovery knows no end. Together, we chart the course of human destiny, driven by the enduring legacy of those who dared to explore.